Hello everyone and welcome to Kdh Art Class. Woo! Alright. I've had lots of caffeine and I am ready to work on a color wheel art project. It's going to be geared towards my beginners. So we're going to do basically the primary and secondary color birds. So as you can see here, I have my primary colors and I have my secondary colors, and then you will be able to fill in the background any way you want. So let's get started with that. Today what you're going to need is you're going to need your colors, whatever you're going to color with. We're going to talk about the primary colors and how they make secondary colors. But for the background, you can do any colors you want, so you'll probably need an entire package of colors, whether it's markers, crayons, color pencils, or even paint if you are mixing the paints. You're going to need paper and, of course, something to draw with. Could be a pencil, could be a marker, could be whatever you want to use. Okay, so let's clear off my surface here. And let's get started. Again, we'll talk about mixing colors, but first we need our picture to color. So let me zoom in here. Okay. And as you know by now that the camera does not like pencil as much as it likes marker, so I'm going to be working with marker, but you are more than welcome to work with the pencil. So I like to start off with the telephone lines or the electrical lines. So you're going to start with a curved line that goes all the way from one side of your paper to the other. Very good. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add 3 cute little birds on there. We're going to keep it simple because our focus is color. And we're actually going to do a little value here, but we haven't gone very deep into value yet, so we'll stick with color. I'm going to start with my middle bird, and I'm just going to do a nice big oval body of my bird, and as you can see, it's touching the wire. Okay. Then I'm going to add a circle for the head. Again, keep it simple. I'm going to have 2 diagonal lines that are going to connect for the tail. Now the only thing we're really missing is the beak, and I just love having my little birds looking in different directions, so I think I'm going to have my little beak go that way. And if you want to add a little more detail, you can do the wings. You can even add the neck if you want. Maybe a few tail feathers. And of course, the eye. And I usually have the eye looking in the direction of the beak. Okay, so that's bird number 1. And of course, let's change it up a little bit and let's focus on another bird. And this time my oval body is going to be kind of parallel or turned sideways. Okay. I'm going to add a circle from my head. Don't forget the diagonal lines for the tail. Boom, boom. I'm going to put a nice little oval in there for the wing. And my little guy is going to be looking backwards. And of course my eye is also going to be looking a little bit backwards. And he's going to be standing on 2 little legs. And I just add little lines for the feet. Okay. Again, you can add more details if you want. That is entirely up to you. My other one that's position that I enjoy doing is the bird whose head is actually right here next to the wire. I'm going to do the oval body upward. My 2 diagonal lines. Go ahead and connect them. And then my feet are coming down onto the wire. And my little beak. So maybe I'm going to squeeze it in this way. And when I add my eyes, oopsie, they're going to be looking in the direction of the beak. Oh, forgot my tail feathers and my wings. Alright. So there's my birds on the wire, and now I'm going to add another wire down here to do 3 more birds. So you know how to do these, so I'm going to go a little bit faster. You get to pick which birds you want doing whichever direction they're doing it. And maybe this guy's now going to look this way with his little tail feathers. Again, I like to change up the direction that they're looking. It makes it more fun. Maybe he's going to be looking upwards. What you guys doing up there? And of course my 2 little legs. And as you can tell, it's just basically the same thing. And maybe this guy, sure, he's so fun to draw. Uh-oh, I put the body too low. Embellishment opportunity. Let's see, I could make his head be down or up. I think I'm going to make it go up because I have more room over there. And maybe he's looking at his buddies over here. Go ahead and add this. And this time my tail. And I can actually have my feet. Okay. So you have your little birds. And we have 6 birds. Okay. Now it's time to go back to our color wheel. So we did a color wheel using crayons. And we talked about the primary colors. The primary colors being R. And that is for R-E-D, red. Well, with red, I get to choose one of my birds to be red. So maybe I'm going to make this little guy up here be my red bird. And I said bird, I didn't say it had to be the beak. So I'm going to sit here and color my cute little bird. And I'm pushing kind of hard on my crayon to make it nice and dark red. But because I want it to have a little bit more interest, maybe I'm just going to lightly push on my crayon. You see how it made a lighter red there? I'm going to do a lighter red on the 2 little ends of my tail, and maybe here a push hard. So my one crayon, by pushing hard and pushing light, I can create a more interesting looking red bird. Okay, so my next primary color, B, is for blue, B-L-U-E, and I'm going to do the same thing with my bird over here. So I'm going to go ahead and color one of my birds blue. And maybe this time I'll do dark blue wings. Pushing hard. And then lightly, barely touch my crayon to the paper. And this is a difficult skill for young ones to do. So this is a great kind of practice is knowing the difference between coloring hard and coloring light. It's hard for them to control how hard they're pushing on the crayon if they haven't practiced it. So here we go, we have our nice blue bird, and that brings us to our last primary color, which is yellow. Y-E-L-L-O-W. And since you cannot see that, let me go ahead and use a pencil to help you see it better. We must work on our spelling. Yellow. And you guessed it, I have a red, a blue, and now a yellow bird. Same thing, you can push hard with the yellow. I think I'm going to make his body nice and bright yellow, pushing hard. And I'll do the wings lightly. I'm not going to notice the difference as much in the yellow, but we're still going to practice pushing dark and light, because there is a difference on the value. Okay, so we still have 3 more birds, but we've done all of our primary colors. So now we're going to move on to when we start mixing them. Now, just to review, you can take your crayons and you can create new colors. So here I have my red and yellow, and I've already filled in part of it with red and part of it with yellow, because I'm showing you how when you add red plus yellow, you get O. What is O? Let's find out. I'm going to put my yellow right here on top of my red. Pushing nice and hard, and as you can see, it's making orange. Well, I have yellow here, but you can also do red on top of the yellow, and you'll usually get a different kind of orange. Although it looks like mine are pretty much, of course, when I'm trying to show you that it looks different, it's not going to look different. So I'm pushing my red on top of the yellow. You usually get more of a red orange here, and this one's more of a yellowy orange because the yellow was on top. So you can slightly see the difference, but you can get different color oranges just by mixing or blending your 2 colors. Okay. So with that in mind, I can come to one of my birds, and we know this is orange, O-R-A-N-G-E. I tend to write my A's like this because my A's tend to look like O's a lot of times, so I'm trying to show the difference. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do exactly that. You can either get the color orange and color your bird, or you can mix the 2 colors to create your orange bird. So I'm going to do a little bit of mixture of both, where I'm coming in here and this takes a lot of pushing hard to get my orange to work. But look, he's a nice cute little orange bird. And coming in here, adding my mixed colors in to create my orange bird. Alright, I don't need my red right now. In fact, I now am moving on to my Y plus B. Well, Y we know is yellow, B we know is blue, so my yellow and blue are going to make G. What is G? Well, let's find out. We need to mix just like we did the orange, we need to mix our blues and yellows together. I'll probably need a little bit more yellow on that one. There you go. Now you can kind of see it turning green. If you remembered that or you learned how to do that, yay for you. We now have our green color. So we're coming over here to our next bird, and we are going to mix our yellow and our blue to make our green bird. Again, depending on which colors you're putting down first, we'll kind of change the way the green looks. So you kind of play around with it. And I know I'm going kind of fast, but feel free to pause the video. And there's our cute little green bird. And that now leaves us with the last bird. Whoop. As soon as I write down green, G-R-E-E-N. Green. And now we're getting down to our last color, so I need to get rid of yellow, bring the red back, which is R, which is red, plus B, B is blue, equals P. So let's find out what's going on here. You do not have to do a color wheel. We already did a color wheel in one of my earlier videos. But it is a wonderful way, even with crayons and color pencils and even markers, of making new colors and really learning and understanding how all that happens. All right. Plus, it's great as you become more advanced in your drawings to know that if you mix colors, you can make even new colors. So, there we go. It's purple! For those of you that said purple, P-U-R-P-L-E, you are correct. So that is our red and blue. We're going to make purple. And just like we did with the others, I'm going to do a little bit of red with a little bit of blue on top to create our new color of purple. Or I can sit there and focus on doing my blue first, with the red on top. And making my purple bird. Forgot the wings and the little accents. Actually, I didn't forget. I like mixing it up a little bit. What's neat is I can go on top, go a little bit darker, and create a new kind of purple. So just layering and layering and layering, and really create new colors. But now you know that you can do it. Isn't that amazing? 3 crayons, and we made 6 different wonderful colors. And now we're ready to fill in our background. So over here, I did my hills, rivers, and the sun behind it with some clouds. You are free to do whatever you want for your background. Oh, let's not forget our cute little beaks. I think I'm going to add yellow beak to this purple guy, maybe a yellow one. to my red guy, and I could do orange, which of course is my red and yellow. My red and yellow. And I can do a cute little yellow beak on these other ones just to speed it all up. And as always, I change all kinds of different colors around just to make it more fun to look at. If I had an orange beak on an orange bird, it just wouldn't be as exciting. So we have to change it up. Alright, so we're back over here. And you can do anything you want, like I've said many times before. So you can make some cute little flowers. Don't forget your little stems. Do some cute little leaves. I can even change up the size of my petals to make it look like new flowers. This one will be more skinny petals. And I can even just add some little grass areas. One of my new all-time favorite little flowers is zigzag line. It just keeps growing and growing. That's a great little texture. Isn't that fun? And then I think it's okay to come back and do one that's about the same and change it up a little bit. Add that little rose little flower. You could do something like that. You could also do some hills in the background. You can make the telephone wire being extra thick. So as not to confuse it. And there they are talking to their little buddies. And maybe I even want to add more hills in between. And maybe even some more hills over there. And then at that point, that's when we can start doing the sun. You could even have the sun for a little bit of difference in the corner. I'm trying to keep my yellow sun away from my yellow bird. I still have some blue bird in the blue sky. But it's entirely up to you. You can continue to mix and challenge yourself with the 3 colors. Or you can get all kinds of colors out at this point. And color in your background whatever color you want with whatever background you made. I hope you enjoy this video. Keep mixing your colors and finding new colors. You could actually get a green and a yellow and mix them together to make a new kind of green or a new kind of yellow. So the possibilities are endless. Have fun, enjoy learning about our color theory and how to make colors and choose colors that are going to look good together. Bye!